In a dramatic and unexpected turn of events, war veterans in Zimbabwe have stormed an army barracks following explosive revelations made by none other than Christopher Mutsvangwa. What was once a behind-the-scenes political power game has now exploded into public view, setting the stage for one of the most intense and dangerous chapters in the country's political landscape. And trust me, you don't want to miss a second of what's unfolding. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you stay updated with everything happening in real time. Now, let's get into the full story. Christopher Mutsvangwa, a man who has long walked the tightrope of Zimbabwean politics, has just shaken the entire system to its core. He did what no one saw coming. He broke the unwritten code, the quiet understanding, the political method that keeps retired military leaders off limits. Mutsvangwa didn't just criticize, he went straight for the jugular, openly mocking the recent demotion of General Anselem Sanyatwe, the Zimbabwe National Army commander. Yes, you heard that right. The very same General Sanyatwe who once held immense power and influence, has now found himself sidelined, and according to Mutsvangwa, it's not by accident. It's punishment. Payback. A political chess move. Mutsvangwa made it clear that Sanyatwe's fall from grace wasn't due to incompetence or age. No, he strongly hinted that Sanyatwe's real crime was choosing to align himself with war veterans led by none other than blessed Bombshell Geza. And if that name doesn't ring a bell, remember it, because this man is now being seen as the face of a new resistance within ZANU-PF. Geza and his loyal group of war veterans have been quietly, and now not so quietly, working to remove President Emmerson Mnangagwa from power. The idea alone was already dangerous. But now, with Mutsvangwa publicly pulling the curtain back, the entire house of cards is shaking. And it's not just words anymore. This week, a group of furious and determined war veterans stormed an army barracks in a bold and symbolic act of defiance. The message was clear: they're not going to sit back while those loyal to Chiwenga, Zimbabwe's vice president and former army general, are targeted and removed one by one. This is no longer political theater, this is a power struggle with real consequences, and the battlefield is widening. Let's take a moment to understand just how wild this is. Mutsvangwa didn't just toss a few comments around in private. He aired the dirty laundry for the entire country, and the world, to see. He's now exposed a deep rift between President Mnangagwa's camp and those loyal to Chiwenga, a man who once played a key role in bringing Mnangagwa to power during the 2017 coup that ousted Robert Mugabe. But today, the two seem locked in a silent but fierce battle for control, and it's getting more and more dangerous. Mutsvangwa's words weren't just political gossip, they were the equivalent of lighting a match in a room full of gasoline. And now the flames are starting to spread. And here's what's got people talking the most: the way he laughed off Sanyatwe's demotion. That smug grin, that confident tone, it all pointed to one thing: Mutsvangwa knows there's a purge happening behind the scenes, and he's not afraid to talk about it. Or maybe, he wants to make sure we all know what's going on before things get even worse. And believe me, they just might. With war veterans now physically taking action and open talk of purging Chiwenga loyalists, the situation is spiraling. Zimbabwe could be on the verge of a full-blown internal showdown, one that doesn't just shake up party politics but could affect the military, the economy, and the lives of ordinary citizens. This is no longer a matter of who's next in power, it's about survival, control, and legacy. So what's next? Will Mnangagwa push harder to eliminate any threats to his presidency? Will Chiwenga finally break his silence and respond? Will more military figures fall like Sanyatwe? And what about Bombshell Geza? Will he rise as a new political force, or will he become the next target? We don't have all the answers yet, but what's clear is this: that Zimbabwe is at a tipping point, and everything that happens now matters more than ever. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to smash that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and of course, subscribe to the channel. We are bringing you the truth, the drama, and the political thunder as it happens. Stay tuned, because this storm is just getting started.